Rise Career Exploration is financially supported by listeners like you. Every dollar helps towards future podcast episodes. Click on the link in the show notes or visit us at risecareer.org today. Thank you for your support. Enjoy the show. And remember, together we rise.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Hey, welcome everyone. I'm your host, Corey Alexander, licensed school counselor, author, and entrepreneur. And this is Rise Career Exploration, the podcast, where we interview guests on their professional journeys. Choosing a career can be one of the most difficult decisions of your life. Join me as we interview guests on their professional journeys. You'll find that the twists and turns of career struggles aren't unique to you, and that the path to your dream profession isn't always a straight line. Whether you are a student who wants to learn what it takes to be in a specific career, or just want to hear some great career advice, this podcast is for you. Air conditioning, heating, and refrigeration are components of our homes and other buildings that we don't think much about. That is, until something goes wrong. When things fail to operate as we expect and disrupt our everyday lives, we rely on a special group of skilled trade professionals to restore these systems to work in order. These professionals are HVAC and refrigeration technicians. They spend their working days installing, maintaining, and repairing various indoor climate control systems that we take for granted. That is, until it's too cold or too hot. Please join me in welcoming Uriel Kinch, operating engineer at Google New York City. He's been in the HVAC and refrigeration industry for over 17 years. Let's jump right in and learn more about his journey and opportunities in the profession. Welcome, Uriel, and thank you for taking the time to speak with us.
Thank you for having me, Corey.
Sure. So our first question is from George Stefanios from Lincoln Tech, who's currently studying to be an HVAC technician. He wants to know, do you prefer working in commercial or residential atmospheres, and what are the benefits of each?
I would have to say I prefer commercial, definitely, hands down. Residential, it's good, but a lot of times you're working in confined spaces. You're working in the attic, or you're working in someone's crawl space. When you go to these commercial buildings, a lot of times you're working in a huge mechanical room. There's ample space for you to move around, to maneuver. You can access all the components easily. It's just easier for you to work on, to me. But don't get me wrong, though. Commercial, it's great. It's good money. And once again, a very needed trade. But I just like the commercial side a little bit better.
Okay, cool. So these are my questions. Where did you grow up?
I grew up in Brooklyn, New York, Brownsville section.
Okay, cool. What type of high school student were you?
Just an average high school student, just average. I didn't focus as much as I should have in high school. I was too busy, being a kid, running around and getting into trouble.
What high school you go to?
I actually went to Bishop Lachlan Memorial High School. It was the high school I graduated from. My mom sacrificed all she could to send me to private school because of how much trouble I was getting into. She sent me to private school for more structure. We had the nuns. So she definitely wanted to try to keep me on the straight and narrow, keep me on a short leash.
Are they famous for any sports? Because I've definitely heard of the school. Are they popular for any particular sport?
Basketball. They had a great basketball team at one point, especially in the 90s. Their basketball team was pretty good. Mark Jackson played for the Knicks. He went to that school.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. We had Felipe Lopez. I don't know if you're familiar with him. He went there as well.
He went to St. John's too.
When I was going there.
Yeah. Actually, both of them went to St. John's.
Yep.
Yeah, Mark Jackson and Felipe. What were your early career
Yeah,
goals?
and then they met up with Chris Mullins, right? Didn't it?
Oh yeah. Chris Marlon went to St. John's.
Right. I didn't really have many career goals growing up, man. I was I just wanted to make a buck, man. I wanted to make money. That was it. That was my goal. I was running around. I was freestyling it, man, just trying to, get in where I fit in. And then I had a cousin that was very influential on me, and he was a computer repair guy. He started to get into computers when they were early on, and he was making good money. So that kind of, piqued my interest in seeing that I can do something technical with my hands and make money as well. So that was an eye opener for me. But I really didn't have any solid goals when I was young.
Okay. So I see you went to community college for business administration in Clarkston, Georgia. Tell us about that time and your initial plans, and then why they shift to HVAC.
At that time, I knew that I needed an education to further myself and make the income that I wanted to. And I thought that business would be the way to go. I saw that, I thought that when I saw someone wearing a suit and they went to work, they were making, they made money, they were doing good. And that's kind of what I wanted to emulate and try to do. But after I graduated and I started to work, I got into the insurance industry, and sitting behind a desk and pushing papers all day wasn't my thing.
Cool. So how your plans shift to HVAC? Like, how did HVAC come on the as an idea in general?
Well, my girlfriend at the time, who was my wife now, her father worked for one of the biggest air conditioning companies in New York City, and he would always talk to me about it. I guess I'm with his daughter. He wants to make sure that that I can afford to take care of her. He would bring it up from time to time and tell me, you should think about it. You should look into it. And that was the furthest thing away from my mind until my wife got pregnant. We got married and she got pregnant, and I knew that I needed to bring home something substantial to bring to the table.
Okay, cool. So what was your first step after you decided that this was the way to go? What was the first thing that you did?
I was in Georgia and we moved back to New York, and I joined Local 638 as an apprentice. I was given a job at BP Air Conditioning as a helper, and I was able to get initiated into the union as an apprentice. And I started my apprenticeship, a 3-year apprenticeship at BP Air Conditioning for Local 638.
Okay, so that sounds like so when I did some research on the profession, most of it says that the school programs range from 6 to 24 months to get certified. Your educational journey was obviously different. So tell us about the apprenticeship. Like, you didn't go to college for it, you went straight to being an apprentice. So how was that?